Hey, this is a tutorial on Maya Playblasting. If you're looking for the 3ds Max version of Playblasting, I have a tutorial for that. The link's in the description, and it's called Grab Viewport. So what is a Playblast? A Playblast grabs your viewport frame by frame. So there's no rendering involved. It grabs exactly what is in your viewport. Why? It's to show your work to a client or a supervisor before spending time and money rendering it. And more importantly, it's to check your own animation. Check it out for yourself. See if your characters are moving believably. Does the camera work? So without further ado, first of all, I want to render this out of my Uber cam. That's just me. And I don't want these NURBS curves here. So I'm going to go to Show, None, and then Show Polygons, which is actually right there. Okay, so I only want to show polygons in my Playblast. And to do the actual Playblast, for me right now, I'm just going to render out frame 1 to 48. That's just me. But you could change this to, say, 60. But I don't want to do that. So, right-click on your timeline. You see Playblast there. Click on the options, which is that little square. It'll bring up Playblast options. Mine are already set up. So what you want is view checked, and show ornaments should be on default. You don't want that. Have that unchecked. Ornaments refers to this writing down here, the name of the camera, and the axis here in the corner, which would show up in your Playblast if you had that check mark, but we don't. So keep it unchecked. Format, the best way to go, personally, QT stands for QuickTime. Your encoding, go to H.264, which is an awesome compressor. It'll give you really good looking video files, but small file sizes. Quality, you can go from 100 to like 97. It's not going to degrade quality very much, and it might save you a little bit extra file size. It's just something I do. Display size from render settings, but with that, you want to actually go into your render settings and make sure that it's the right size. So for me, I want to use HD 1080, 1920, 1080, close. And then finally, you want to browse to where to put your actual movie file. So if you went into File, Set Project, if your project is set, it'll default to your movie folder in your project. But for the sake of example, we'll browse. So here, you can name it. I'm just going to name it Playblast. That's a bad name, but... And finally, hit Playblast. You'll see that it's going frame by frame through my viewport, and down here it says Playblast cannot create movies larger than the active view, meaning you're going to want that... Sorry, you're going to want this as big as you can get it when you Playblast it, because it's grabbing directly from your viewport. If your viewport's like this big, if it's tiny, you're going to end up with a tiny Playblast. So once it's done, your default video player is going to pop up and play your Playblast for you. So that's how you Playblast in Maya. Thanks for watching. Check out other tutorials that I have if you need further help, and go create something.